So the first of my resupply stops, and you look at the sign on the left there. It's got hunting, fishing, diving, camping and tramping. So they don't call it hiking in New Zealand, they call it tramping. So not a lot to report today. In the end, ended up taking that extra day just to have a rest and do my resupply. I quickly showed you hunting and fishing. I went in there and it was just supermarket shopping. Had a good meal for lunch, and I was sorting through my stuff just in the afternoon. And Marika and Eric from the Netherlands, they got in touch and said they're actually going to stay an extra day again because blisters on her feet are still pretty bad, and Eric managed to get himself an eye infection as well. Bumped into another gentleman. He's hiking with his friend called Spike. Spike's blisters were so bad after 90 Mile Beach, he ended up in the hospital, and they've redressed it and told him he has to stay at least another day before he even considers starting again. So just shows how lucky I've been. One minor little blister on the bottom of my right foot really, and I don't even think it's going to have the skin come away. It's just going to repair itself. So I've got no real issues. A lot of people are going to try and bypass the next forest section just because their blisters are so bad, and they're worried about infection if they get the mud and that into their open wounds. So I've done pretty good considering how other people have come out of that 90 Mile Beach. Really lucky. But I've got all the supplies. It was, I think I mentioned yesterday, a bit of a shock just going through that Te Aroa Trail app and working how many days and what's going on. I may get through the next section in 5 days, possibly 6 days. Tomorrow's going to be a pretty cruisy day. Just off to a Krishna sanctuary for accommodation. Then the real challenge starts on Wednesday this week for me. A lot of climbing to 3 of the highest peaks in the Northland Forest in New Zealand, and apparently mud up to knee deep. So I just watched another couple go through who did it 2 weeks ago, and they had dry weather and it took them 11.5 hours. So the plan really, get in nice and early to the sanctuary tomorrow night, have a really good night's rest, and get up really, really early, give myself heaps of time. I'd like to get through that whole forest section in 1 day. I don't want to be camping in the middle of a really muddy rainforest. So, but other than that, I swapped out some shorts and hunting and fishing. I just wasn't happy with my hiking shorts. They're a bit restrictive, and there's an old pair of nylon shorts and they keep holding the hiker's smell too much. So I've gone with another pair of shorts that have zip up pockets as well, which is really good. You can put stuff in them and it's secure. And I was really lucky. Rika and Eric turned around and said they'll cook me dinner tonight because they've got another whole spare day. They actually came over to my little unit here because I've got my own kitchen, and beautiful pasta and chicken dish that they cooked up. So the 3 of us did that and just chatted for a while. Hopefully I do cross paths with those guys again as they come down the trail, because they're a really nice couple. Joe definitely took off today. Joe, who I did a little interview with on day 4, he's under a bit of pressure because obviously he's sponsored and raising money for charity. And then there's Mike the Alaskan. He's a real free spirit. Last night I was chatting to him and I said, you made a decision. Are you going to go tomorrow? You're going to spend have a rest day in Kaitaia? And I think he's basically going to make the decision when he woke up this morning. I flicked him a message and I haven't heard back. So he's probably out of range and took off today as well. So I'll be off on my own, but there'll be other people on the trail. Just get to know those guys while I'm out there, and we'll get through this next section. Looking forward to it. Speak to you again tomorrow. Bye.